Tim the Dart Man. Just closing up a week of darts here, and kind of wanted to let you in on what I do. I do have a scoreboard, a chalkboard. You guys probably heard me writing on it. And so my chalkboard I'll bring over here, and you can see that it's just a Viper chalkboard. Now the neat thing about this board is that I had painted over it with chalkboard paint. The green chalkboard paint that's on there got so worn out that I had to paint over it. So it was really tough to get those lines just perfect. Those white lines that are here were there all along in the Viper board, and covering those up with tape and then painting over it was a bit of a challenge. But I did, and it came out nice. So the black chalkboard paint that I put on there has been on there for quite some time. It holds up well, and so I haven't had to go over it. But kind of wanted to let you know what goes on with my games for the day. Now I won't put any games, I won't keep any games or scores on here unless they're 24 darts or less. So every game that you see is 24 darts or less, and there's many other games that just aren't. So I don't put those on there. So I just want to be honest with you guys. And over to the left, this is something, I put a piece of tape over it so the chalk doesn't wear off, and hopefully you can see it on the camera. But this is my best game. So I've thrown two 13 darters in my days, and this is one of them that I threw, and I just kept the scores down there on the board, so it sort of gives me something to shoot for. Again, my goal for this year is a 12 darter. Hopefully I can make that. So, the first game that I played today that I wrote down, it was actually, to be honest with you, the first 4 games that are on this board are the first 4 games that I played. And I come out at around, 6:15 in the morning and start my day. And usually I'm not recording at that time, I'm just kind of practicing. But I started off with a 22 darter here, and that was nice. And then I followed up with an 18 darter that had a 180 in it. So again, good game, very happy with that. Came back with a 24 darter here, and then after that a 19 darter here, which also had a 180 in it. So it was 2 180s in my first 4 games. Very pleased with that. And then after many games in between, this afternoon and such, it didn't go out all that well. I did manage another 24 darter, but the cool thing about that was the 152 finish. So that was really cool, and you'll be seeing that video as well. So back to the top of the board. What I wanted to show you was I wrote Tim versus Deb. Deb is my wife. She's awesome. She's been my wife now for 44 years. We've been together for 46 years, and she's my everything. But she puts up with me talking darts, watching darts, and playing darts. So she's an awesome girl, and this is what she did for me one day after she bought me a neat pack of beer. She took the case and she wrote this on it. So she's awesome. I appreciate her all the time. And yeah, you can see, like I said, bought a case of Blue Moon, and she put this together. So I keep this over my board. And what I did do down below is I wrote down the date when I hit my 13 darter. So that was 10/28/24. And then what I do every month, I keep track of how many 180s I hit in a month. So over here, you can see 131, which is today. I hit 10 180s this month. So, somewhere between 8 and 12 is where it'll end up, and that's where it ended up this month. And then down below, my sweet Deb, I wrote down the best number that she has hit, which is a 117. And she's not a dart player at all, but she got a 117 once, and we wrote that down. So there's my scoreboard. There it is. And that's how I keep track of things for the day, kind of gauge how I'm doing. I'm Tim the Dart Man. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.